Well, I got a new video for you tonight, and this video we're going to concentrate on replacing a gas strut. Now, I know there's plenty of videos on replacing a gas strut. It's pretty straightforward, but this one's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to show you how to upgrade this gas strut to a longer gas strut that will help get the storage compartment door farther out of the way so you're not banging your head on it. I'll show you the difference. So this is the original gas strut on my Winnebago. So you know we're working on this is a 2005 Winnebago 38J. That's our victim tonight. So you see how that all the way up, that's where that door is. So you get in here to get something, you get to digging around, you forget, you jump up real quick and bang, you've done messed up your hair. All right, but now I've already upgraded this one. I did it some years ago. And now notice the difference. Now this one is almost straight up and down. And the reason being is I took, well, this is actually, here's the, where's the factory shock somewhere here? I think this is it. Oh, yeah. So this is the factory shock that came off of it. And it's much shorter and smaller in diameter, as you can see if I put the camera in the right spot. So I upgraded it to this 60-pound gas shock, and it keeps the door straight up and down. So I'm going to show you how to do this. It can be a little tricky, but I found an easy workaround. All right, so first of all, we just got to get that clip off. Let me get my, I don't know if I can do this in one hand or not. Tell you what, I better get a tripod because I can just see that clip flying across the garage. Let's do that. Yeah, I know we're getting fancy now. We got us a tripod. We're really investing in this YouTube stuff. All right, let's try to get that clip. Nice long screwdriver. Let's try to hold on. Yeah, I know I got gloves on because it's like 25 degrees out here. All right. Just be ready so don't jump and fly off on you. And you can see what these are my nice expensive gloves. I even sacrificed a finger or fingertip so I could operate the phone. Click, click, click. Because it don't work with these rubber gloves. All right, so that came off pretty easy. Now let me get something here. All right, so now you just lift up just a little bit. Boom, comes off real easy. That's step one. Let me get something to support the door. All right, door supported. Now, let me see, I'll pull this camera back a little bit. Okay, you see now we've got to get this one loose. All right, let's get a screwdriver. Now, if you're just changing a normal shock, it's no problem. All right. All right, ta-da, easy peasy. But now, I'm going to put this shock on. It's going to give me fits because I got to somehow compress this down and hook it on here at the same time. And this is a 60-pound shock. Very difficult to do. Not fun at all. So I'm going to show you the, so I should put it on there the correct way. It goes on like this. All right, so now let me adjust this camera and I'll show you how we do it. All right, so here's where the magic begins. When I installed this shock a couple years ago on another door, I came across this same problem. And I looked on YouTube, looked around, and said, you know, what options did I have to compress a gas strut, gas shock strut, whatever you call these things? And didn't see anything good, like people using ratchet straps and maybe hose clamps and wire, different things, but nothing. We got a tight situation here. None of that would work for me. So I got to thinking, and I come up with this idea, and it worked very well. So what you got here, this is just a 1/4 inch wide, 36-inch long zip tie. You can get these at Harbor Freight, Lowe's, anywhere. They're generally used on HVAC ductwork. We use zip tie ductwork, flex, things called flexible ductwork to trunk lines and stuff. But anyway, it works just perfect for this type of application. So anyway, you just, kind of zip it to the size you need, kind of close to what the original shock was, if you the shorter one, because you want this shock a little bit shorter, so it'll just snap in place. So we can lower the door down. There's just no way to get that on there. You try to compress it down, all that. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. And when you, oh, I just realized something. I got to get my clip on there. Well, let me do that first. Okay, clips on there are good. And the reason I had it off, I was experimenting earlier with it and forgot to pop it back on. All right, so make sure we're in camera shot. Okay, we got that. Get the zip tie. Hopefully we'll get this in one take. So we want to start up here. You want to kind of center it because this is plastic on plastic, and if you're not centered, it could slip off. No big deal if it does slip off, because it's not like it's going to jump out at you real fast and hurt you or anything. It's going to come out kind of slow, but it's got a lot of power behind it. Because remember, this is 60 pounds, and I'm only about 142 pounds on a good day. So let's see if I can push this down and get it looped. There we go. That's all there is to it. And because it's such a thin material, it enables me to get up around here and snap it in place. Make sure we're still in camera shot. Okay, everything's working. And just lower the door a little bit. Just line up the ball. Remember, the clip's already on here. Snaps in place. All right, we got that done. Now we got to get this out of the way. All we got to do is lower the door slightly. See how it relaxes? Pops right off. Now the door goes up and stays. Now look how it stays up now and the position it's in. Isn't that much better than what we had before? All right. Here we go. So I like that much better. And you can do the same thing. And let me show you, let me get you some part numbers here. All right, where'd my original shot go? Got the original Winnebago number here. Make sure I got that right one, yeah. Hello. Oh, there we go. We are now in focus. So there's the original Winnebago part number 142569-12-000. So if you got that shock, you can replace it with, well, let's go down there to RV now and get this off. So you just replace it with this shock here. Let's see if we can go sideways with it. So if you can just put in this number on Amazon, C16-06867. And then once you get there, you're going to see different poundages, different weights, 60, 55. This is a 60. In fact, I've got two 55s on the way because I'm doing some experiments. Got another video I'll come out with. I'm going to show you how to install 2 shocks per door. So instead of just having one on these large doors, this is still mediocre. It barely holds it. One shock is just not enough. So I'm working on a plan where I can mount a second shock, even though there's nowhere to mount it to. I've got a plan, so it'll be coming up shortly. But anyways, I thought you might find that handy little project to do if you're getting tired of banging your head on your compartment door. And I just got to do the same thing to that one there, compared to the door behind it. Now it's completely out of your way. So if you're down there getting stuff and you jump up real quick, you don't have to worry about messing up your hair. If you do it on that last compartment, you're going to mess up your hair for sure. And we can't have that. So anyway, that's how that works. And same way, if you need to remove it, you just kind of reverse the process. You'll say, for instance, you need to remove this shock later on. Save this little strap because it'll come in handy for you. All you got to do is go ahead and pull this clip off, just the top one. And then come down. Well, hold it on there, right? Come down. Put it on there like that. Get it centered. Center up the other one. Then when you raise it up, you'll reach a point where it's kind of loose, and it'll just pop right off. So it's a handy little thing to have. Anyhow, I guess that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.